I'm gonna see if I can take it.
Okay. There doesn't seem to be any access panel to it. It's definitely got a locking mechanism to it. It looks like it's hermetically sealed and locked in place. So I mean, unless you've got some tools, it's like
I think we're gonna need some brute force to get this unjammed here, since the system's fried. Can I tell if it's in like salt water or it's like
it is suspended in a liquid. Your best guess it's water based. You don't know what it's composed of without obviously testing it further, but
all right.
It's locked in a cylindrical structure really, and then that is placed behind what appears to be a glorified cabinet essentially.
Gotcha. Soren, you might need to use your strength to get this sucker out of this little locking mechanism.
Yeah. Is it in this?
No, it's just on one of the countertops.
Oh.
It's a basically like a foot wide, foot deep, 2 foot tall rectangle. Just on it looks like it's a storage container.
Okay, let's give it a shot.
You easily enough open the containing structure, but it's locked in place from what you can see. And you kind of pull on it, it is definitely in there, like it's locked in there.
And the only other way I think would probably be to access the terminal that Tet tried to get into.
Right.
So this would probably be the only way to get it out.
See a physical lock on it anywhere, or is everything kind of hidden?
Studying the structure of it, whatever locking mechanisms are in place seem to be built inside of it because it's a seamless sort of structure. It looks like it pulls out, so it probably locks into place. There's a definite bottom and top to separation to it. Like this cylinder could be taken and pulled out, but whatever mechanisms that control that, you can't see them.
Do you have any tools to maybe like solder or cut out of it?
Not unless I can like summon my sword out of combat.
You cannot. Just mechanically speaking, it's intended to be just for combat.
Right. We could shoot at it.
Bad idea, especially in this pressurized atmosphere.
Right.
I'm worried about even shooting anything.
Oh. Do you want me to try to rip it open?
You hear from over your shoulder, I wouldn't worry too much about these bulkheads. These crushing pressures, they have there's far more force behind the water outside than there is from that pistol of yours.
All right. Just since all the systems are down, all the who knows, the atmosphere outside the structure could be,
You see him bang. He gives a quick knock on the wall. Yeah, don't worry. These things are built to last. But I would probably say shooting it out ain't gonna be the best idea. But it's my 2 cents. And he also
I agree with that.
moves away. He's like, I also don't want to get shot.
Of course.
Who does?
Well, I'm just saying, your penchant for inflicting self-harm seems to really indicate that you just kind of trails off. You know what? I'm just gonna be over here. And he's just inspecting more of the bulkhead, and he's now like working on the panel for this door. It seems.
Okay, Soren, I'm gonna help you though. I'll need your strength to kind of pry it open, and I'm gonna do my best to just contain it in whatever means I can.
Sounds good. Let's give it a shot.
All right, so go ahead and give me a strength check or athletics. Sorry.
Thanks.
Yep. What is it that you're doing?
Helping him out. I'm gonna get ready to like either pop it in another jar.
13.
13? You're pulling on it.
Real quick, I was like, who's squeaking one out, dude?
Yeah, no, you can see kind of the
Smart.
redness in his face as he's pulling on it. it doesn't seem to be moving. You.
All right. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get this off unless we find a way to.
Tet, does Buzz have any tools to cut open? What is the glass like? Is it glass that's in?
The structure, like the clear portion of the cylinder, seems to be made out of some sort of, plastics or, ceramics to it. But the top and bottom of it, that's connected to the actual structure, is metal.
Do you have anything that can cut through plastic?
Buzz doesn't have anything. They call me Tet the Tool Man.
All right.
Tet the
What tools do you
two-man
got? You need to slice a little section off the top of this little cylinder here. I need to extract what's in there.
Would I have anything on me like plasma cutter, multi-tool, anything at all?
That's what I was just thinking, was like if you actually have.
Because like I have an what is it? Well, I wouldn't have like an engineering kit or anything like that, but I don't know what.
I'm just looking at the rig that you have. Not really.
Okay.
You know what? I would say there's probably a good chance you have like some, modest cutting tool that you could use.
I can give it a shot. See what I can do.
Let's see what you can do.
Just right here.
This one right here.
Okay.
Go ahead and give me an engineering check.
Hey, engineering 28.
28.
Very nice.
So, seeing the places where you need to cut, you judge that. I mean, are you cutting the visible portion, or are you cutting the metal joints underneath and above?
It's up to you.
I don't know. I'm just doing this to like what you described. You need.
I need the cylinder. I need that.
So, the box it's in a box. Just to give you an idea.
Yes, I wanted to have a basket hilt that looks like solar flares.
That's connected to the top and the bottom. Metal portion down here, metal portion up here.
Solid, just solid metal from what I can see.
There's a small, what appears to be seam just above and below the plastic.
Yeah, so
Best guess, that's where it pops out and comes back in.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut like pretty much as close to those seams as I can get.
Yep. So you go ahead and it takes you the better part of 10 minutes. But you figure it probably cut through. Do you try and just take it?
Yeah, move it a little bit, see if it's loosened.
Jimmy's, it seems like it's a little bit looser now. Might be able to pull it out with some force.
There you are.
Soren.
Another athletics check.
Oh, my bad.
That's Soren's.
Well, 7? 15.
15? Alright. You pull on it and it you hear like a and pop as it actually comes loose. I need you to do a reflex save.
Roll something. 9 plus whatever.
10.
10?
Only 10.
You pull and you step backwards and you see it actually slip out of your hands. The texture of it actually, from touching it before, you noticed that it was slightly cold, but now really grabbing onto it and pulling it, it seems whatever heat was coming from the cutting kind of condensation on the outside of it, and you see it slip out of his hands.
Mono bro, catch it.
Reflex save, since you were waiting for it.
Oh, so Tyler's back here.
No, it's not. It's not
Well,
that,
it's like
that really far. It's just kind of at that moment where you guys are at.
18 plus 7 again.
You see it fly through the air, tracking it with your your mating hands. You're basically like pointing where it's going, and with both hands you poof, catch it full kind of football style, and you
Put it right
I
there.
spike it.
With
No, I don't.
and you feel that same condensation that's on the outside edge of the plastics itself.
just slides right out of your hands.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
It's really cold too.
Wow. I'm gonna do some research on this puppy.
Sounds like a good idea. Why is it so cold?
That'll have to learn later. I'm sure if we find out the source of where this thing came from, we might have a better understanding of that.
Fair enough.
But it's always really cold where we are now. We knew that coming down here.
Exactly. Well, should we try to move on? Is there
Yeah.
anything else interesting in this room?
Chase, what, I see you're looking at that door there.
Yeah, I figured I'd give it a second shot, and I think I got. As the doors open, you hear him say "Aha!" as a loud thud, as falling backwards into the room, you see what appears to be a humanoid sort of shape that falls in, poof, and it looks to be a human, except the person, you hear Mo Del Ra like, ah, as the facial structure seems to be extremely gaunt, as if all, facial features were just sunken in. And you see Chase, whoa, he like pulls the gun out, and you see him looking at it. He like leans into the room beyond, and you see a much longer hallway extending to what appears to be another door to the right that's closed, and one at the far end that's open. But it's a little too far to see what's in that room beyond.